Z subscribe, like, share, comment. Thank you. Smiling face with smiling eyes, folded hands. Stream Elements bot running robot - learn how to customize the bot here. https://docs.streamelents.com.
So y'all hit that like button, fam. What's good? What's poppin'? That like. Please hit that like button, please. Help me out a lot, man. What's good?
Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Rockets. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And, of course, the Utah Jazz. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now. Here's the starting group for Houston. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Tari Easton is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for Utah, they've got MP. Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
Honestly, I know MP's been frustrated with how the team has performed in these rivalry games. He really wanted to show out in these, but they just haven't performed. MP is hoping that changes tonight. He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Clark would have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding
that light button, family.
Ball club.
What's
based
up?
on what the potential is and where you are currently. Look at MP.
Double tap.
Defense with their guard down and making them pay.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Durant inside. Markkanen on him.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Garcia against Van Vliet. MP passes to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Garcia. And 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
Van Vliet, despite his size, he's not backing down from any contact. He looks to draw foul.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred Van Vliet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the
Oh,
sound
my
of
God,
this.
my God.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now Garcia, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Garcia passes to Filipowski. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And checking out some numbers for Malik Beasley.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's KD. And some very quick points for him on that possession. KD's got 7.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
The try by MP.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Durant. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Sweet mid-range jumper for Kevin Durant. He's dialed in wherever he shoots it from.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for
And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. MP is second.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happened. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believed they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded them.
Now here's VanVleet. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. 5 on the clock.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter.
Oh, damn.
Rockets leading by 13. Niang out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's MP. Then it's Williams. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
You've got to expect Beasley to put these shots up. He's an effective shooter from range.
Oh, yeah, hit that light button, hit that light button.
Garcia with the ball. Picked up by Shepard. Niang, that's good.
That light button, that light double tap.
Nice
Good.
inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Shepard, the pass. To Adams. Pass to Beasley. Fires it up. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Okogie, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
MP.
That's not a
good.
foul.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And that one is good by Beasley.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
MP, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they dropped the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Yeah, sometimes matchups do, but I don't think they're interested in looking at that. They want to come back strong and show they're the better team this time around.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, here's Nurkic. Outside Williams. Nurkic setting the pick for Williams. And the three off target. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Okogie. Here's Shepherd. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's MP. He's got 8, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Steven Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepherd. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. A 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's MP after Clint Capella's bucket. Here's Garcia inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
First in opponent's points per game, and they're number 2 in field goal percentage. Coach is dialing up the right system that fits their personnel.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And the dunk by Eason.
Well, you've got great confidence as a coaching staff when the ball's in Durant's hands, and you can see why. He knows how to make good decisions out there just like that.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Jazz. And here's VanVleet from the arc. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Capella, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, Capella is a real force inside. I mean, when he gets this close, you pretty much have to foul.
Shooting for Houston.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
When MP uses his vertical like that, I can get with it. I mean, athleticism should not be wasted.
Thompson outside. Durant for 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Guys, back to you.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Jazz.
The try by Thompson.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
MP inside. Covered by VanVleet.
And they've repeatedly pulled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Jazz, number 1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents. And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Durant gets the bucket.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
MP against Van Vliet. And the dunk by MP.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off.
Hey, when you look at Thompson, his physical attributes jump out at you right away. I mean, he is a freak athlete with tremendous upside.
And Utah making a change here. Bailey's checked in. The drive by MP. Count that one. Garcia's got 20 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
MP against Van Vliet. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out. The three from MP. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Houston riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Not pretty, fellas. What do they need to focus on to get back into this one?
Well, I would say to make a run early in the third quarter.
And switching gears now to that first
ball,
half.
we gotta
what
see
a
how we
difficult
gonna
start
score.
for the Utah Jazz.
Where is the
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So on the floor for Houston. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Clint Capella is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes?
2K maybe 2K is watch.
Based on anticipation versus reaction. It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Van Vliet looking around. Shoots over Garcia, and Houston again with the bucket.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Driving to the basket.
That's why you set screens for MP. He knows how to use them and knock shots down off of them.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Thompson outside. Durant in the corner. Shoots over Markkanen. KD's shot is off.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Here's MP. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Garcia against Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
And Utah making a change here. Niang's checked in, and so Garcia nails both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Back to Van Vliet. His three-pointers off the mark.
It's not his night, but his teammates have picked him up.
And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Snatched up. Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Now here's Durant. He's got 24. Misses off the right eye. MP inside. Covered by Van Vliet. Markkanen against KD. To the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim. Showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
Green by Niang. Garcia passes to Niang. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter. It's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. On the wing, MP. Covered by Van Vliet. A 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Garcia goes in, and the dunk by MP.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Jazz with some changes. Kyle Anderson comes in for George Niang. And Bailey subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith checked in for Kevin Durant. Here's Eason. Van Vliet outside. The shot by Thompson, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And let's take a look now. Amen Thompson's numbers.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. 3rd overall in field goal percentage.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Rockets with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
MP passes to Collier. To the middle, shot clock at 6. And finished off by Nurkic.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit
llegaron ahora o vienen de camino.
Not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
It's good for
Yo me quedé hablando con Julio.
He's got his first 3 points of the game.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
Yeah.
Down low. Here's Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Yeah.
And the Rockets lead by 16.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Thompson. Anderson, a screen on Van Vliet. Garcia taking it strong. MP
gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Van Vliet against Garcia. Beasley for three. Offensive rebound. And then Smith with the jam.
And add that one to the highlight reel. Wow. Jabari Smith.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
He's doing a heck of a job, and his offense is keeping them afloat.
Houston leading by 14. And the foul called on MP.
Wow.
That's his third foul of the game. For the Jazz, Filipowski, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. The Rockets also changing it up. Steven Adams is checked in for Tari Eason. And Okogie subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Anderson, rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beasley with it. George picks him up. Here's Thompson. And it's Utah with the rebound. Outside, Garcia. Pass to Bailey. From about 19 feet. And so it's Houston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
Le dio duro a eso,
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see
Que
if
le
it's a
dio duro
comeback
a
in the
eso
works
ayer.
or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Walker Kessler is out there with Filipowski. Then it's George. Then it's MP. And it's Sensabaugh in its small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And George kicks to Garcia. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good off the glass. MP's got 35. KD looking around. KD so efficient in there.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
MP passes to George. Now Filipowski. And they call an illegal screen here.
What? Kessler, come on.
Care of his first half. I like how he settled down. I mean, he's doing a much better job taking care of the basketball.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. Aaron Holiday's checked in for the Rockets. Durant with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Pass to Adams. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Kessler. To the inside. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Markkanen against Durant. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Back to Holiday. Fires the 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
They're running. Durant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Rockets.
Wrecking ball. Steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. No coverage, that's it.
Look, he may not be a high-volume three-point shooter, but he'll take that when you give him the chance.
KD against Markkanen. Outside, KD. Shoots over Markkanen. The shot by KD. No good. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Garcia. Pass to Sensible. Off target from outside. And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. Here's Smith. Durant kicks to Beasley. Screen by Smith. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Misses the three.
Really good shot contest there. Made it tough for the shooter.
And MP throws it down.
Ya sopletió un par de tiros y todo.
It has to. They need a jolt here.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's
Porque
the
los
result.
guardias fueron,
Tremendous
sopló un par de
effort and
tiros
a
ahí.
big-time finish there.
Yo hago lo que yo
So
quiera.
for the
mi
Rockets,
propiedad.
Tari Eason's checked in for
Como
Smith.
le acaban de decir.
Amen Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now VanVleet fires the three. Markkanen pulls it down.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, in the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Jazz trail by 16. On the wing, MP. Covered by VanVleet. Count it!
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Durant against Markkanen. And he banks the layup in.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And the layup is off. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
Houston leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Here's KD after the basket by Utah. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. It's a 16-point game. It's Capella. Outside Durant. Now Capella. And the shot goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Got it to go. So we see Houston taking the lead. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
A difficult loss for you guys. It seemed like even when the energy was there defensively, you just couldn't quite make enough plays to come out ahead. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, they made more plays than we did. We'll have to watch the tape and see what we missed. Make our adjustments and hopefully start making more plays next game out.
Well, good luck, MP. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Había ido la verdad en aquí. Cambiate. Ya. Qué cabrón. Con su hacha y este cabrón siguió este Hierro cuando dijo con su perro, no. Con su perro, no, perro grande, se supone que va mucha agua, cabrón. Es que esa agua, es que como es grande y está así para abajo, cuando se sube, le baja todo, ahí es que dice, diablo, espérate.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Welcome to 2K. We know things can get... Heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. Kevin Durant is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
Come on, this guy is one tough hombre. Fred Van Vliet is somebody you want on your side.
MP, the pass to Markkanen. Back to MP. Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Outside Eason. Pass to Durant. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Jazz. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Now here's Van Vliet. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Beyond the arc. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. On offense, here's Utah. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Rockets with possession here. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. MP with the block.
Great defense. The activity of MP so impressive right there.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Utah moving the ball around. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown. Garcia's got 9 points.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Rockets trail by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Thompson outside. Durant for 3. Utah grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the basket by Garcia.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Durant. Coming off a 37-point game against Utah. They get back on track. Van Vliet misses.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Thompson. 15 in his last outing. Van Vliet outside. Thompson passes to Durant. Thompson with a screen. Clock at 4. And there it is for him.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing.
Hey, what up, Daniel? Happy Thursday.
He's going to take a
What's happening?
Players. A big group substitution here for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Kessler. Anderson comes in for Filipowski.
How you doing?
Bailey's checked in for Markkanen. And it's Collier in for Sensabaugh. Now here's MP. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Hey, rejected by Capella.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Here's Durant. He's scoreless.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
To the inside. And there's Capella. That one's good. On the assist by Durant.
Well, Durant's such a tough cover in the pick and roll. He will take what the defense gives him. In that instance, nice pass.
MP against Van Vliet. Pass to Anderson. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And he drew contact on the shot.
Substitution on the court.
So the Rockets 5 now. Jabari Smith out there with Josh Okogie. And then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Shepard. And it's Finney Smith in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's MP. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. They retain possession. Kessler a screen.
What the
MP
fuck?
with it. Guarded now by Finney Smith. Here's the 3. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Beasley with a screen on MP.
Yeah.
That's good. Shepard's gotten his first basket of the night.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepard, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Here's MP.
Vamos, Iván.
He's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence that can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Niang. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
16 feet out, and it's Shepard missing.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
With the crossover, Niang outside. Now here's Markkanen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to MP. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound. Now Kessler. MP right side. Fades and shoots. The rebound by Shepard. Rockets trail by 19. To the middle. The 3. Utah with the rebound. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Bajita de gufio con alta tiene que parecer un veterano.
If you're looking for the game's next great shooter, keep an eye on Shepard. This kid is special.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Alec.
Oh, se metió de Avaris.
A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said,
Este cabrón gato.
The results matter. Belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Ali, thanks for the report. Niang, that's good.
Love to see the unselfishness of MP at this early stage. Pretty fast.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Now here's Van Vliet. Kick to Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. Here's Nurkic. Capella with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Back to Van Vliet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
There's so many things to love about Fred Van Vliet's journey.
So it's the Utah Jazz.
Se pintaron el pelo
Up by 13 points to close the quarter.
Animal Print.
Work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment.
¿Quién puñeta se pone una llave? Eso está normal.
It leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guy.
Now let's go ahead and recognize
con polo, cabrón, unos zapatos, unos Clark con una jersey, de Jordan.
This is why Kane was selected #1 overall.
Esto parle normal.
He seemed like a guy built to put a team on his back, and now we're seeing it.
Un jacket bien grande, con un jogger.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Clásico. Así que sí, Leo.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Kyle Filipowski is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's MP, then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now. Rockets trail by 16. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Outside Eason from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Yo tengo la 1 alta, pero esa tenis, muchachos. La gente que se las ponen con un size que no les va, una camisa bien apretada y los pantalones bien anchos. ¿Qué es eso?
They get it back. Kicks it out to Markkanen from outside the arc. Can't get it to drop.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
MP against Van Vliet. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Van Vliet's got 13.
This is Fred Van Vliet doing work, efficiency and productivity.
MP inside, guarded by Van Vliet. Kessler, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Garcia. Here's Kessler. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Outside Eason. Back to Van Vliet. On the wing, Thompson. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Pulls up on the wing. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Garcia. Pass to Sensabaugh. Sends it home from three-point land. Sensabaugh's got his second basket of the game.
Unselfish from MP, giving someone who has a better look a chance.
Now here's Capella. Stolen by Kessler. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And here's MP from outside. Another three for Utah.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Durant with it. He's got 5. Looking to end the run. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He has 7.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now.
On the wing, MP, guarded by Van Vliet. And here's MP from outside. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Capaz. Yo fui a un sitio que yo fui con Happy y estaba bufiado. ¿Qué es esto que dice Netflix? ¿Qué tú dices? No, fui para... Ay, no sé ni qué parte es esa, cabrón. Yo sé que es cerca de Busch Garden.
Thompson
Un par de dealers y pendejadas.
Thompson with a screen. On the wing, Thompson. Garcia with a rebound.
Happy.
MP's got 4 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Durant. 4-3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
The Jazz on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 3-pointer. Rebound by Van Vliet. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul.
Intentional foul.
Example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And the shot goes in.
And what's working here?
Sí. Cabrón, pero ese equipito no se ve mal. Con este cabrón que llegó ahora para allá con Pia Alonso. Pia Alonso, ¿verdad? El polo. No se ve mal con ese cabrón. Este año.
Collier, he's checked in for MP. And with a new class entering the league, here is our rookie race. A look at the early... Rockets trail by 10. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah.
So the Houston 5 right now. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Okogie is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Smith, and it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
And here's MP. Markkanen outside. MP up top. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith outside. Outside Durant. It's Beasley on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. Here's Sensabaugh. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Now Durant. Out to Beasley. Inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
MP right through him.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Lo que hayas hecho por él. Y él pronto lo que sea. Y te sacas una guaguita Audi, un carrito Audi, pero cash. Te sacas un Audi, pero cachito, una motora, cabrón. ¿Tú te vas a comprar una motora para qué, cabrón? Mira lo que... Cabrón, no te compré motora. Ahora está el chavo, cabrón. Cabrón, motora tú no vas a poder ir a todos lados, cabrón.
Beasley outside. Pass
Por
to
una
Okogie.
motora. Sí, porque cabrón, imagina que tengas una gatita, vas a sacarle la motora todo el tiempo.
The rebound by MP. Garcia's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Un carro. This nigga, yo, sí. Que tenga el letrero rojo en la motora, cabrón. Ya, lo que fue puta, el letrero rojo atrás, cabrón.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Smith. Eason comes in for Finney-Smith. Amin Thompson's checked in for Okogie. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Beasley.
Ya,
VanVleet against
como
MP.
chupones, cabrón, en la oreja.
From the line. And he didn't get quite enough out of that one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Kessler finds MP. MP beats the contact.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Thompson outside. To stop the run.
That shit out of it.
Contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Capella. On the wing, Durant. Houston working the ball around. Eason, pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Capella. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Boy, strong denial by Kessler. At the rim, the 7-footer having none of it.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
The deep 3 from Durant. Houston with another miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the basket by Garcia.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
VanVleet, the pass to Capella. Outside Durant. Capella, screen on Markkanen. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
That one's off. No good on the second free throw. And here are the Jazz. They're on a 16-5 run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that side.
Free throw good, MP.
Cómo me gritan, mira cómo me gritan.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the game. Now Markkanen. Thompson with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And he slams it down.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, a terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Now Kessler. Now Markkanen. Ooh, Durant with a steal.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Jazz.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Here's Capella. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play. 22 was their biggest lead. MP with it. He's picked up by Eason.
Voy a pintar la barbería en estos días, cabrón. Estoy viendo cómo hacer todo, cabrón. No compré, mi hermano me va a regalar mi escritorio nuevo y todo, cabrón. Así que no me atrevo, que no vaya a ser que inspeccionen. Puede ser que compre como unos estanes, ¿sabes lo que te digo? Y pongo una pared negra así, pero no sé. Quieren echarle cosas y eso. Pintarlo como gris, yo creo.
Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents
puede ser que una pared negra, una pared. La donde están todas las cosas.
Van Vliet. That's all.
Rojo y mandarle a alguien que le haga un bull.
And no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Here's MP. Pulls the trigger. Ooh, rising fire. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their...
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Woo! If you're living the right way.
Over to you, BA.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Thanks.
To get the